Hello! Welcome back to the Dalingua English Podcast, where we explore the most effective strategies to master and improve your language skills while staying motivated on your learning journey. I'm Patricia.
And I'm Jaderson. Hello, awesome people. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of language learning techniques. We'll help you discover your personal learning style and the methods that will lead you to success. If you've ever felt frustrated while learning a language, this episode will guide you the tools to transform your experience.
Have you ever felt like learning a language is an uphill battle?
It's completely normal to feel that way. The problem is often not our ability, but the fact that we're not using the right techniques for our learning style. Everyone processes and retains information differently.
That's right, my friend. Understanding your learning style allows you to optimize your time and effort, making the process more efficient and amusing. Let's explore some key techniques and how to adapt them to a language learning. Let's start with visual learning. This is perfect for those who need to see the language to absorb it. Use mind maps, flashcards with images, and video with subtitles. You can create a visual notebook with drawings and diagrams to represent new words and phrases. And if you don't know the meaning of a word or sentence, Google it and look at images. Associating words with pictures helps you learn faster and remember better if you are a visual learner.
Another one is the auditory learning. If you enjoy learning through listening, immerse yourself in podcasts like this, audiobooks and music in your target language. If you learn in this way, try to record yourself practicing pronunciation and listen to it to improve. We even have a playlist with songs and short stories that can help you practice.
A great way to start is by thinking about what your favorite kind of music is. If you love pop, find English songs in that genre. And talking about audiobooks, if they are long and you feel overwhelming, try short stories. There are plenty available online. Find what works for you and adapt it to your learning style. Another technique is kinesthetic learning, ideal for those who learn by doing. Act out dialogues, role play, and use interactive apps that require movements. I love role playing. I use it all the time. But I don't know how many apps for it. If you do, drop your recommendations in the comments. Let's exchange knowledge and help each other out. Yay, do you know any ways to practice this technique?
Well, as you mentioned before, Patricia, kinesthetic learning is a hands-on approach where students learn by doing. Instead of just listening or reading, they use movement and physical activities to understand concepts. For example, in a acted out game, my students practice past tense verbs by miming actions while their classmates guess. For example, yesterday I cooked while pretending to stir a pot. This makes learning fun, engaging, and memorable. Now, the last one, but not less important, is social versus individual learning. Some people thrive in conversation groups, while others prefer to learn solo.
If you're social, join language exchange meetups or group classes. You can also teach what you learn to someone else. In this way, you can reinforce what you see. Now, if you prefer learning alone, create an immersive study environment at home or take personalized classes. Try self-evaluation apps to track your progress and set goals. If you know your level, you can create a plan and know your progress. You can mix and match different strategies depending on what works best for you. Which one do you think fits you best? I personally use all of these techniques, but one I especially love is the connection technique. I think it aligns with the constructivist learning theory. It's about creating mental associations to make learning more natural. I look it up and I find like the constructivist learning theory is the idea that learners construct their own knowledge through experiences, interactions, and reflection. I'm not sure if it is the best concept, but to give you some examples, I try to link sentences or words with something that I really love. I associate words such as beyond with Buzz Lightyear's phrase, to infinity and beyond.
To infinity and beyond!
That way, I will never forget its meaning. Another one is how the pronunciation of the letter R reminds me of a lion's roar. And well, I have a bunch of examples, but I hope you understand the technique. And if it isn't constructivism, and you know the actual name of this technique, let me know in the comments. I love to hear your thoughts. I also love learning through patterns. Recognize them in grammar, pronunciation, and sentence structures make things easier to remember. Do you use any unique techniques? Please let us know in the comments.
Thank you, Patricia. Now, how can you identify your dominant learning style? To identify your dominant learning style, observe how you learn best in different situations. Here are 3 key steps to help you discover it. 1. Pay attention to what helps you remember best. Do you remember things better when you see them? For example, charts, videos, notes. If the answer is yes, you may be a visual learner. Do you learn by listening to explanations, podcasts, or discussions? Maybe you are an auditory learner. Do you understand better when you do hands-on activities, role play, or move around? If the answer is yes, you may be a kinesthetic learner.
Now, number 2. Think about how you study and solve problems. Do you draw diagrams, mind maps, or highlight texts? Then you are a visual learner. But if you talk through concepts aloud or prefer study groups, then you are an auditory learner. And how about writing things down, using flashcards, or acting out situations? In this case, you are a kinesthetic learner.
And finally, number 3, try different learning methods and see what works best. Experiment with different techniques, watching videos, discussing, I don't know, with friends or physically interacting with learning materials. The one that helps you understand and remember best is likely your dominant style.
Yes, think about your past experiences. What activities help you learn best? Watching videos, listening to podcasts, or practicing conversations? If you're not sure, experiment. Try different techniques and see which ones work best for you. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Well, we hope this episode inspires you to discover your unique language learning style.
And remember, the key is experimentation and adaptation. There's no single path to fluency.
If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and share it with fellow language learners.
And don't forget to join us for our next episode. It's going to be a great one.
Subscribe and follow us on our social networks, and if you like what we do, share it with your friends. That way, you'd be contributing with our work. You can find us on all social media as Dalingua English.
And remember, keep learning, keep experimenting, keep going, and keep moving forward. See you in the next episode of the Dalingua English Podcast. Until next time, awesome people!